Na entrevista da semana, o correspondente da TV Cultura em Londres, Leão Serva, conversa com o presidente internacional da ONG Médicos Sem Fronteiras, que oferece ajuda médica a populações em situações de emergência. Christos Christou estudou medicina na Grécia antes de atuar no Reino Unido e agora coordena as equipes de ajuda humanitária em Gaza, que sofre no meio do fogo cruzado entre Israel e o Hamas.
Quais são as principais dificuldades que os Médicos Sem Fronteiras enfrentam nesse momento em Gaza?
This moment, there is more than 1.7 million people accumulated in a very narrow place, in a very few square kilometers. The needs are unprecedented. We have serious problems with supplying the people with water, with food, and of course with the medical supplies. And most of the medical facilities do not function anymore. There is almost none of the medical facilities and hospitals functioning in northern Gaza, but even in southern Gaza these days, more than 70% of the facilities have stopped working because mainly of the attacks and the bombardments. So this is our major challenge. We cannot operate inside the hospitals. And next to this, of course, we have serious problems in accessing people in the different places because at the moment there is no safe space in Gaza. There's no safe place for either the people or for all us, the medical worker, to deploy our activities.
O governo de Israel não garante áreas com segurança por trabalho assistencial?
If you look at the number of the victims, the children and the women and the elder population, all the civilians, this can answer the question. They are not aware and they are found very easily themselves in the middle of the bombardment. And people are told to evacuate one zone after the other, but there is nowhere safe to go. The very few places with less bombardments cannot provide enough shelter for all of them, neither the basic supplies for the people. So they every day wake up from, they live in tents in the streets and they have to move to another place. And this is their everyday reality.
Houve vítimas entre a sua equipe em Gaza?
Unfortunately, there have been casualties also for Médecins Sans Frontières. We have lost two of our doctors. They were killed after an attack with bombardment of a hospital in Alauda. We have lost another member of ours, a lab technician, earlier in another bombardment. And of course, we have lost one of our voluntary nurses in a convoy that was also deliberately attacked. But this is only for MSF. If you look at the number of casualties on medical and health workers and humanitarian workers, the number is increasing daily and it is unacceptably high.
Os recursos que vocês têm para ajudar as vítimas podem entrar no território ou são barrados na fronteira?
The amount of the humanitarian supply that manages to enter everyday Gaza is very limited. And it is even less than it used to be before the 7th of October, while the needs have increased a lot. So we don't have enough supplies in. When it comes to Médecins Sans Frontières, we do know that there are several different teams of ours ready to get in the Gaza, but they cannot. And even if they are in, we cannot or we will not be able to address many of the needs of those most excluded or left behind people, because there is no basic guarantee of safety for us to also move there.
E como está a generosidade do público brasileiro?
Brazilians have been really supportive and generous, and been a new country for MSF, of course, when you compare with the history that we may have in places like in Europe. But they have a lot of potential, and what I appreciate even more than their generosity is their moral support, is how much they are engaged and how much they want MSF to be in all those places that they should be.